Okay, so our theme this week was arms and upper body, but more arms. We started with our mirroring exercise to just pay attention to explore and pay attention to our partner in terms of what you move, right? Your fingers, your elbows, the shapes you make, the feel, whether it's smooth or sharp or rhythmic, etc. Okay? So you can remember that exercise. Then we moved on to how we hold our arms on our back, right? So I'm really thinking about engaging my back muscles, rolling my shoulders up, down, and back, and expanding my chest, and really using my back here. That way my arms can still be relaxed and they don't have to be tense, okay? We did a little exercise up the wall. So starting with my shoulders on my back and trying to get my shoulder blades more flush with my back, I slowly reach my fingers out in a V, keeping my shoulders down so I've not lost that, right? I bring them away, touch, and then slowly back down. That'll build us a little bit of strength. That's just one example. Okay, then we went around and looked at how we can use our arms to accent what we're doing. Specifically, first building with hips. So I asked for some examples, right? One example for hip was the grind. And one example for the arms was just having them in place. So we talked about when your arms are in place, you still have some natural movement to them. So I'm not locking them down, right? I've got some natural movement, and I've probably sloped down in the arms rather than up, because up tends to be more tense. It's not a rule, but it's just a general good suggestion, right? So I'm a little bit down, and I've got a little bit of movement. Okay, then our second hip of choice that someone brought up was our hip pop to the side. And we tried doing an arm up and down, which I call expanding and contracting, okay? And on the expansion and on the contraction, I'm looking at trying to make it natural. So if I reach with my fingers first, right, it's very active, and it tends to be more placed or posed. So here I'm expanding it and being very relaxed about it, rippling through my arm, whether I'm going out or down or up, letting it to be natural as much as possible. And then our third choice was, we did a little mooch, and we talked about highlighting with our arms, right? Whether it's a hand on the hip, or I'm doing something bigger, right? Or just something small, but I'm doing something right there to accent what I'm doing. Then we danced with music, and we played with the feel of the song. So whether it's sharp and rhythmic, right, which might use a little bit more tone in the arms to accent what's happening, or whether it's soft and flowing and every movement goes into the next one, right? So we're not really stopping as much. In dynamics, small versus big. So we can always come back and express things small or try to expand past our comfort zone. And then the last part, we dialed back to turns that we did a couple weeks ago. We started with, the first idea was like a pencil turn, where we turn into it and we bring the other foot closed and we noticed what our arms did. We naturally bring them in. And again, we don't need to be placing them perfectly, right? So we can expand and we can contract them in and just make them natural. We looked at our twist and go turn, so twisting the upper body and then going, right? And in that twist and go, my arms are really helping me reach, but I don't really have to. It's just a good natural, let them support you. We looked at the push and spin, right? And on that push and spin, I'm really using my arms as actual kind of rudders or counterweights. And when I do that, if I'm spinning too fast, you might want to expand your arms, right? So I'm turn, turn, turn. That can actually help slow me down. And then the last one is traveling. So we're traveling and traveling. Again, I'm not placing my arms, right? I'm letting them be natural. And then we specifically talked about the end of a turn and how our body naturally wants to let our arms go here, but we can take that idea and let them finish out our movement. And of course, paying attention to our surroundings and stopping that big motion if someone's in our way. Okay, that's it.